A pre-trial conference will take place in New York City today to assess whether Ms. Giuffre's legal team did enough to hand Andrew documents regarding the lawsuit being launched against him. Her lawyers claim they handed the papers to a Metropolitan Police officer on duty outside the Duke of York's home in Windsor in August. This comes after years of controversy surrounding Andrew's relationship with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, who killed himself in prison in 2019, and subsequent allegations of sexual assault. Andrew vehemently denies the claims. Andrew's lawyers will not attend today's hearing, The Times has reported. It is understood that this is because they believe participating would amount to accepting U.S. jurisdiction in the case. The Mirror's royal editor claimed last week that the royal will maintain a wall of silence. Speaking on the Pod Save the Queen podcast, Russell Myers claimed, "The last couple of weeks, it has been explained to me he is going to carry on this wall of silence amid the sexual abuse allegations. If you speak to any legal expert in the US worth their salt, they are saying this is going to go on, and on and on. Maybe 2, 3, maybe even 5 years this could go on for." There is a particularly uneasy background to this. Andrew has angered Ms. Giuffre's lawyers. They have previously suggested the Duke of York has not been cooperating with the lawsuit. This echoed frustration voiced by US investigators in June last year, who accused Andrew of evading their efforts to question him as a potential witness in the Epstein case. The U.S. Attorney, Jeffrey Berman, said Andrew had sought to falsely portray himself to the public as eager and willing to cooperate but had given no interview to federal authorities and had repeatedly declined such requests. However, Andrew's lawyers had said in a statement following an article by The Sun that the prince had offered his help to the U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, 3 times. They said, "Unfortunately, the DOJ has reacted by breaching their own confidentiality rules and claiming that the Duke has offered zero cooperation. In doing so, they are perhaps seeking publicity rather than accepting the assistance proffered." Despite the mounting scrutiny on Andrew, Mr. Myers claimed he had spoken to sources close to the Duke of York who believe he remains bullish that he can return to public life soon. In fact, Andrew may even be eyeing a return in time for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee next year. Mr. Myers added, "Someone very close to Andrew that I spoke to is saying Andrew is very bullish. He is going round suggesting he will return to public life at some stage and is earmarking the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations in order to have cleared his name, move forward, and get back to royal duties. I think privately people in the palace will tell you there's very, very little chance of that happening. I have spoken to people who have said there is absolutely no chance that he will be involved in the Platinum Jubilee celebrations." There are 2 very different stories coming from 2 very different camps.